Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Try Thea to the Shattering. So in the previous episode, we finally started gathering resources around our village and managed to get a few first few gathering tools. Today, we need to get one more gathering tool, and then we also research a school. So I already queued it up and we're gonna build it as soon as possible. You won't be getting that much from it, but I mean, it's still something, and the investment was 1 advancement points and some monster bones with wood. That's the combination that we're gonna use, and I think it's actually worth it. It's gonna take a while to build the school. That might be like the biggest investment, so someone will have to build it, and it's gonna take some time. But the thing is, we don't really have that much to do right now until we get more people. So I think the biggest goal for today would be to get some children, and that's dependent just on RNG. I mean, there are some things that we could try. Actually, wait. Well, because you can get children by like attacking villages, things like that, but we are not even like strong enough for that. So I think we just have to hope that we get children. I mean, I want to get to at least like 7 people before I really start sending out expeditions. We could send like 2 people if we get gear. So we'll see. If we get enough advancement points to research some gear, we could send out the first expedition. But until then, we really just don't have that much to do. So may as well use the time, someone's time, to build the school. Okay, let's end the turn. I made some changes, so I'm not like gathering wood anymore. We have more than enough of that. We should not be getting 1 stack of gems every turn. I started gathering bones, stuff like that, but nothing like super important. Okay, let's end the turn. And we have a rain, which is fine. That's just visibility and movement. Okay, we need 2 more stacks of malachite. 1 and 2. Now we get some bones. I like that we are getting these large stacks. That's 20 grain, 10 malachite, 12 bones. So we are getting materials very quickly. Okay, now when we have the malachite, so let's stop gathering it. And we get the tool in 2 turns. Good. We are getting what, 420, so it's not that bad. We should be able to get this school in 5 turns. That's okay. I just like to get, well, children, and then some maybe events to get some experience and research points, but children, that's the base for everything right now. 1, 2, so that's gonna be a gathering tool for our bandit. We should probably give him something better than Amber Wand. What do we have? Sword and armor. Something that at least looks like armor. And the wand... that's actually a destiny-based wand, so... Oh, it's actually not that bad. Our Jerk has 9 destiny. It's, I think, a little bit better than the club. And we give the club to the gatherer, I suppose. Let me check our skills. No, we don't have any passive combat skills. So we probably want the bow for her at some point. Also, let me check one more thing, not this. I want to check the hunter. 2 flying daggers. I mean, that's skill. Thinking if I have to craft a weapon for him, or if he can just rely on his passive skill. Problem is the base damage of the flying daggers is just 1.1. So that's quite low. Probably want wands anyway, and that's the same group as bows, so we will be investing into bows. Okay, fine. We will have the ranged weapons. Good. Now, let's get back to gathering and speed up the bones. That's enough to get a bone every turn. This is not gonna be enough, but this is enough. Bogdan can keep mining that malachite. Okay, so we are getting all the materials that we need, just we don't have people. Next. Can we auto-resolve this? We can. We need what? 3 more stacks of bone. That's 3, 2, 1. I have a feeling that we're gonna be stuck in the village for a long time. Now, 1, 2. This is the maximum that we can get. Is it? Or is it not? No. Can we get more? 184. There. Okay. Also, what can we make out of veggies and grain? Cooking. Nothing right now. So we'll have to invest another point into a different category of food. That's gonna be this, I think. Yep, both primary and secondary are veggies and wheat. Okay. There's some research points. Enough for 3 level ups. Nice. Or experience points for level ups. So what do we get? This is our hunter. Don't care about these 2 stats, so it's easy. Wits. And wits is a good stat for a hunter, so I'm not gonna complain about that. Our Zherka, because I go for wisdom. Always when I get a Zherka, I just decide if I get in +2 intelligence first or +2 wisdom first, and then keep stacking that stat. So it's gonna be wisdom here. And for Bogdan, I don't care about retaliation, so we just get a level 2 guardian demon. Confirm. Now we should finish the school. There we go. Yep, here it is. Do we have anything to research? We do. This is probably the best thing we can do right now. They increase the amount of research points that we get from terrain, so it might be even better to... Actually, it's the same amount of points for the same amount of investment, right? 15 for 400 or 30 for 800. Let's get this, because we get it in 4 turns. That will give us a research point faster. Oh, wait, gathering. What do we want next? Don't need that many bones, I think. Actually, just need more people. You're gonna need both bones and malachite. Well, for now, this will have to do. Okay, and yeah, this is the main complaint about the game. Sometimes you just, well, sometimes you just get ambushed by a pretty tough beast, but sometimes you just don't get the children early, and you're just stuck in your village and unable to do anything. Let's see, can we handle them? Because our gear still sucks. I hope we are faster than them. Yeah, look at the damage. 13.6. It's pretty slow though. It's what, 337. 16, 32. I think I can just do it this way. That's the same one. Now we're gonna use the double toss. It should hit both of them. Unless they get another card here, of course. That's still 9. This is a cleave. This is a cleave. 12. So we are still much faster. This is 10.5. Do we have anything faster than 10.5? 9.2, but it's not that much damage. I'm just gonna accept the fact that I'm gonna get hit by this attack. I'm lazy to do the exact math. Okay, 13 hit points, that's not a big deal because the maximum is 51. So we should heal this up very quickly. We want at least some basic armor. Then maybe I'd send the bandit out. We get heavy armor, that's wood, gems. We could use at least that. But we definitely want level 2 as soon as possible so we can go bone gem armor. So we need 2 points as quickly as possible. And there we go. Okay, that was fast. More research. Let's research the terrain. Why are we getting only 82 points now? Because we lost, I think we had a spiritual buff that we lost. Still, doesn't change anything. We'll just get it 2 turns later. And now we can check the crafting options. I should probably get a crafting tool. Gonna get a crafting tool out of malachite as well. That's what I like when I'm starting on gems, is that I can get both gathering and crafting tools just from gems. In some cases, for example, leather. When you're starting on leather, then you can make nice gathering tools from leather, but you can't make crafting tools. What are the options? Nope. Nope. Well, we could get the crafting tool for our Zherka, because it's just gonna be researching. So maybe buffing that up is not a bad idea. But I definitely want a normal crafting tool when we're gonna craft, right? So let's get that first. And I wanted to check the armor. So I'm really curious how it's gonna look like, how heavy it's gonna be. So this is the combination that we need. 193, it's still heavy as hell. 31 points is nice. Let's confirm that. How many? 720 points. Okay, let's forget about... Actually, do we want to forget about the research? Yeah, probably. Let's just get the crafting tool as quickly as possible. Wait. No, wrong. This way. We have enough food. But we don't have enough malachite and monster bone, so we want to keep gathering those. Next. Next. We can accept this. Whatever. Let's check the carrying capacity. So for the bandit, it's not a problem. You can easily handle 200 point armor, right? That's really not a problem. Problem is with other people. Maybe the hunter can handle it as well. But for the Jerka and the gatherer, we'll probably just have to go shields and rely on those. I'm not sure how exactly they change shields though. So we'll have to test that out. I wanted to test shields anyway, so we're gonna be getting them no matter what. I'm just not sure if only a shield without the armor will be enough. For a while, we can return to research. And honestly, oh wait. This way. If you get a stack every 2 turns, I think that's fine. I could do it that. Probably we would get 1 stack every turn from one of the resources. But we are in no hurry. Okay, now I think we have enough materials. Oh, we have more than enough materials. I thought it's gonna take us a while. 1, 2, and can we get it down to 2? No. No, not even this way. Yeah, we are barely on 3 turns. Okay, so 3 turns it is. How are we doing on food and wood? More than fine. And it's winter. Great. That's gonna slow down everything. Let me check. How does it look like in our village? Male. Female. But we have one female, so we should get some babies. Thinking if I should send the bandit out, if I should still wait. If I send him out, I want the Sherka to go with him. Or what we could do, actually no, we can do it. And we'll just stay around the village, at least check these two locations. There is another one. Let's start with this one. There we go. Is there anything interesting around here? I don't see anything that we really care about right now. What is this, by the way? Oh, that's the next step. It spawned right next to the previous one. Wait, accept outcome. Again, we just want to get the research points and the experience. And next. Yeah, this is a perfect time for exploring and fighting. During the winter, we are getting more experience. Why? Look at that, 2.6. That's really good. So, what did we get? That's pretty disappointing that we got just Lucky Shot and Dizziness Powder for the Hunter. Guess I'll just keep buffing up luck whenever there is nothing better to do. I'm really not a big fan of the Dizziness Powder. Here, I guess there's gonna be not another. I thought we had the Brute Force level 2, or was it someone else? This is based on strength, intelligence. This is based on strength, intelligence, and brute and mysticism. At least this is like useful in all types of challenges, I guess. I'll go with that. What's the base? 0.8. Different type of damage. Nah, let's go brute force. For the share. God damn, we are not getting. Actually, wait. Reliable argument is pretty good. Take that back. We are getting something useful. Reliable argument is great for the Sherka because we will be stacking wisdom. So I guess yellow challenges should be solved for a while. And now +2 int for Bogdan. We didn't get strength for our bandit though. That sucks. Because all the stats that we got are completely useless. Guess I'll just go int because it's +2. But damn, this is a waste of a level up. Okay, go. Do we run away? I don't think so. I think we can handle it. Or maybe not. Come on, no, with that armor, this should be doable. Holy crap. How fast is that thing? Pretty fast. So what are our options? Do we have some kind of a debuff? If I use the hunter, I really should position him last. It's the same. Look at the damage. And it's a cleave. I have to be careful with the positioning. Thinking about taking Bogdan here, but he is very squishy. 16. No, let's just do it with the Brigand. And we have the last move. I hope they don't place anything here. Nope. So we get the double damage from the double toss right here. Yep, that's one attack that I didn't want to take. And that's another one, but it's only 3 hit points. I guess we'll have to return and heal up. Okay, what did we get? Bone Battle Axe. Might be better than what we are using right now. Oh, armored. Wow. Look at that. Just found a weapon for our hunter. And this weapon is nuts. That's tier 4 material, the primary one. I don't remember the name, but base damage 3. You can see that the bar is fully filled all the way. So this is the maximum you can get from normal javelins. And 5 experience points. Damn. Let's just set up a camp. I don't care about gathering iron. So what did we get this time? I guess line charge is useful. At least it's strength based. Okay, so there's a coast. I want to explore as much as possible during the winter because the experience, that's crazy. That's 5.1. That's this early 5.1 is huge. Okay, camp. And we have the advancement point. So what do we want to get next? I don't think I want to go for cooking yet. We still want gear. Now when we got the javelins, I'm not sure that I want to research the ranged weapons at this point. Let me check the materials for wands. Yeah, we can get bone wands. Problem is the secondary material, or any of the secondary materials are not gems. is bone. Again, secondary material are not gems. I'm looking for a one-handed caster weapon that has gems and bone. Okay, so we'll be going scrolls. All the way. Because I want to try casters with a shield. It's probably not gonna work, but we are just testing things, so might as well try it. Recheck shields. We could maybe go shields, but it's again, bone is the last level. What else do we need? The food. I think we are done here for quite a while. And materials. We have the materials that we need. We may actually... I was thinking if I should skip the gear and rush... where is it? Rush Dragonbone... Not Dragonbone, Rush... Probably Enchanted Bone. You could rush Enchanted Bone with Grand Gems. But that's gonna take a long time, so probably before we do that, I really should get the gear. So what do we need here? The heavy armor. We are fine with what we have right now. Then shields, we'll have to get all the way to level 3 so that we can use bone gem. That's one thing. And then we want to go here and get level 3 scrolls. Although, wait, if I go level 3 scrolls, are we gonna end up with scrolls that have just the plus damage, not the multiplicative damage? I think that's what's gonna happen, right? And we don't want that. Okay, let's scrap the idea. You'll probably end up with wands made out of... I said wands made out of bone. Actually, here, bone. And you can start like bone wood. I think that's the way to go. But I'll get those shields first. Let's go. Might as well wait for more points. So when we get 3 points, we'll go all the way. There's no point in spending the point right now. Okay, fight. Auto resolve, accept. How are we doing? 33. I hope that's enough. We'll have the armor back, of course. We can investigate. Attack. Auto-resolve. Yeah, we can accept this. That's okay. We got 4 enchanted bones. I'll take that. And the scroll... actually might be the best caster weapon that we have right now, so not bad. 2 points experience, sure. Is this too far from the village? I don't think so. If I go this way... we also research granite and use that as a crafting material because this is also tier 2. Tier 1 is sandstone. What would stone give us? Stone is very heavy though. Another choice that I really don't like. In general, I don't like this side. It's too heavy, both metals and stone. But when we check Probably the wands. There was the option to use stone as a secondary material. So it would be bone and stone as the crafting materials. But we don't have to rush it. We'll see. Here it's on the wrong side. You won't be able to combine the higher versions of stone with anything anyway. I think I'm gonna pass on the stone. The materials that we have should be enough for anything that we need to craft. Next. There we go, more level ups. Of course, now people who don't necessarily need strength are getting it. I wouldn't mind +2 strength for the hunter, honestly. But, I mean, perception is perception, right? For Zherka, you'll be stacking up the wisdom. We know that. Which means I'll pass on the intelligence. There's no need to stack up both yellow stats. Instead, I will take strength and that's gonna make it much easier to use the heavy armors. Because at some point we will get the elemental version of the heavy armor. That's something we want to give to our Zherka. So the strength will be useful. Confirm. Yeah, for basically every character that we have, it's gonna be the primary stat every time it shows up. And then if it's not there, it's gonna be strength. And we won't care about any other stats. Oh, running out of wood? No. Yes. Oh, am I really not doing anything? Whoops. That's what we call waste of time. Let's actually get that one stack of wood right now. I messed up there. Wasted so much time. Wait. How did we get 12 wood? Did they change it? On the highest difficulty. And I'm pretty sure we are playing on the maximum. It shouldn't be possible to get more than one stack, no matter how many points we have. So I'm surprised that we got 12 wood somehow. Is it because we have 2 sources of wood in range somehow? That's odd. Whatever. Okay, let's keep gathering those bones, and Bogdan should be able to gather enough wood so that we survive the winter. Where do we have to go now? I'm pretty sure this is out of range of the village. And here, do we need to convince anyone? Or is it just talking without any challenges? I actually don't remember. I think here we can just talk our way through and get the experience. But I'm not 100% sure. So I don't want to accidentally send a bandit into a spiritual challenge. So instead, I'll go back. And what I'm gonna do... Well, actually, I'll return to the village. We need someone to help gather some wood. I was thinking that maybe he could just set up a camp. Now, he can set up a camp here. Or even here. And gather some wood. And we'll have like 2 groups on the map and getting like random events for 2 groups. That's what we want to do. That is a level up. This is rituals, crafting, gathering. Yeah, I think we go wisdom. It affects gathering. It's +2. How far can we go? Here. Perfect. Set up a camp. How much food do we have here? Enough for 24 more turns. Okay, we're just gonna be sitting here probably the whole winter. Visibility and movement and care. Next. Invite them in. Give them food. What did we get? Crafting, intelligence, wisdom. For a bandit. Sure, it has to be on the bandit. Why can't we get these stats on the Sheriff? That would be so good. I guess I shouldn't complain, at least we got the experience and another level up. Oh, that's much better. Compensates a little bit for the miss of the stats from the event. Yeah, that's nice. How are we doing experience-wise? Pretty close. Not that close here. Oh, and do we have all the stuff that we found in the village? I thought the bandit had it. In that case, I really should equip the javelins. Look at that. It's disgusting damage this early. That's one thing. May want to use the axe even. At some point. It's a two-handed weapon though. I really want to try one-handers with shields. Thinking that maybe I could research axes at some point and use bone axe from the monster bones, of course. No, let's stack to one-handers. And the scroll. This is based on destiny. So I definitely want to use the scroll. And probably stick to the club. Yeah, let's just get rid of these 2. Or at least one wand. I'm not sure about the axe. I'll get rid of that as well. Wait, did I? I accidentally dismantled both ones. I thought maybe I could keep one. Okay, next. Well, that's not bad. .4, that's also pretty decent. There we go. And during the winter, that's a good timing, because we should still be getting a lot of experience, so the child might get to maybe like level 5. Let's check how long it's gonna take. 29 turns. That's quite a lot of time to work with. We could try to get the child to level 5, maybe even 6 if we are really lucky. Gonna give her the gathering tools, and she's gonna help with... That's a good question. We are getting enough wood. We have food. I think with gems. How are we doing on that research? One more turn. And another level up. So, I've never seen this skill. Let's check the stats. Intelligence is important. This is based on mysticism. That looks like an interesting skill though, is it? Poison damage. It's only useful for spiritual challenges. But It's the splash damage. Huh. We don't have anyone for spiritual challenges. I think I'll take it. We'll have enough people who can handle physical challenges. Yeah, sure. Until we get like a witch or someone who can handle the spiritual challenges, this will be useful. And even then, it's gonna be useful. Pretty slow though. Ah, we want to take it. It's better than the other option, so that's why I'm gonna take it in the end. Another point. Was that the research or just... Oh, now we get the research. So that should give us another point. I really want to see those shields. There we go. I've never researched level 3 shields, so I'm quite curious. I don't have anything to compare them to because they changed shields and I've never tested them before, so I don't know what the change is gonna be. I just can say how it's gonna, or we'll see how it looks like now. So the combination is either bone. Let's check that up first. From normal shield, it will be 16 shielding, and you'd get the ability to shield up others, but there's no change in that. And we can get the elemental version for 7 shielding and 3 shielding for anyone, for all types of challenges. That's one option. When we use the malachite, I guess when we use the malachite, we won't be able to make elemental shields. Yeah, it's not enough. For the other one, it's 14.5. I want to compare the weight. That's 85. This is, oof, that's heavy. This is why gems are great secondary material, because the difference in weight is massive, and the difference is in effectiveness. It's not that much. Like it's like 1.4 points that we are losing in exchange for like 40 weight. We want to get how many? Two shields right now. Although, this is bad because what we need are 2 elemental shields. And we can't make light elemental shields. I'm gonna make 2 anyway. No, I'm gonna make 1 heavy shield. That's gonna be for the bandit. There, the weight is not relevant. Just want the maximum numbers, and then we'll see. Okay, no rush. 4 turns is fine. Shields definitely need better materials. Oh, we have another event here. We can send the bandit to check that out. Is there anything else? Anything that I'm missing? No. Okay, I think we are done for today. Next episode, the same thing. Just waiting for more children. Then try to get some level ups for them. Wait until they grow up. And I think one more child, even this child, if we get a decent class, we can already create a group, start exploring. That's gonna speed up the research, so we can get better gear and everything should start rolling. It's really just about getting with 1 extra child and everything should be fine. But I think overall we can be pretty happy what happened today, especially those javelins are amazing. So yeah, we are done for today. I hope that you like this episode. I hope that you're gonna join me next time again. And until then, have a good time. Bye bye.